StD Podcast. Welcome to episode 1 of StD Podcast. Yes, you heard it right, it's StD Podcast. Well, to be fair, it's StD Podcast because it's Sanrio to Dran Podcast. So, I am your host, Sanrio, and we also have the other host, Dran. Say hi, Dran.
Hi, Dran.
Good job. I don't know why I get you as my partner. But, if you have heard of our voices before, it's probably because you have followed us on takamilio.net, which this show is brought to you by takamilio.net. Go to that site and go like it. We have been planning on doing a podcast for a really long time. Really long time. And
yeah, like the last 6 months or so.
Pretty much. So this must be awesome, right? After so much planning. It's good to know that we are back in our studio that was undergoing renovation for the entire time. Now we actually have 2 chairs instead of just one.
Yeah, it was awkward before having to share the same chair.
Yeah, also I was sitting on cabbages. That was kind of weird. You have probably heard of our show, Konya mo Takamilio, before as well. That is the podcast on our show. But we're starting something new. We're starting something very different. What we wanted to do with this podcast is more of a lighthearted, easygoing, funny, or attempt to be funny podcast. It's more on the attempt side, to be honest.
Yeah, don't expect too much.
We will do our best. And hey, you know, it's just 2 guys having fun doing a podcast, right? It's just 2 bros having a bro time and drinks in hand. And he just sipped water. Good job. You can't see this on camera, but Dran was drinking water.
Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, let us go on to what we have prepared for the first episode of our wonderful podcast. The news! And let me tell you right now, we didn't actually prepare too much. We gathered for all we could in the past 30 minutes, and this is the news that we'll give you. Next time, it will be better.
Hopefully.
We will guarantee that there is a chance that it will be better next time. So, for the news this week, 4 days ago on February the 10th, Nyeon-sama from Smilage had a high fever, and she had to take a break from the concert, and she missed out on the HP concert in Sendai on the 11th of February. She was recommended to take a few days off, so today being a few days after that, she should be back in action, right? Let's hope so. Welcome back, Nyeon-sama.
And if you're not back yet, then hurry up back, Nyeon-sama.
Yeah, if you're not back yet, then our wishes are to you. C-ute has also put up their latest music video on their official YouTube channel. That happened about 2 hours ago. The song's name is Kokoro no Sakebi wo uta ni shite mita. Dran, translate it right now. What does that mean?
It means something long. It means you know, it's funny, I have it written down right here, but I'm too lazy to actually check it. It means a song from my sighing heart.
Yes.
According to the YouTube title.
Yeah, a song from a sighing heart. If you're not sure what sighing means, go search it out.
That's spelled C-Y-I-N-G, in case you weren't sure.
They have great vocabulary when they come to songwriting and translations.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the music video?
The music video. I'll be honest and say I have not actually watched it yet.
Alright, high five, because I haven't watched it myself. Yeah! This is how prepared we are, guys.
Yep, we're #1 podcast on the internet.
Yeah, we should also let you know.
We're so proud that we don't even prepare.
Yeah, we are definitely the best. And I swear, we say it every single time. This time, we are definitely the best podcast ever.
Yep.
Ever. Alright. Next item on the news list, as reported on hallowota.com or is it .net? Which one did Express use?
Believe it's .net.
Alright, you can confirm that as
No,
well.
it's .com.
Oh, it's .com. So, www.helloota.com, the site ran by Express. He has pointed out a very interesting trivia that Sayu has continued her tradition of putting zudo on her Valentine's photo card. So she started doing that in 2005. That was her first year, I believe. She wrote zudo daisuki da yo. I will always really like you. And on the year following that, she put zudo zudo,
Flattered, really.
and then zudo zudo zudo. So right now, being her 11th year, it says zudo 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 zudo, well, 11 times. Daisuki da yo.
I was hoping you were actually going to go through with it and say it all 11 times there.
No, because you're going to do that right now. Go!
Okay. Zito 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 daisuki da yo.
Congratulations, you have just pretty much
Counted on my fingers.
you counted all your fingers. And also,
I did,
I think we have also kicked out all listeners that we had,
Yeah.
except for the one Dran fan.
We have a Dran fan.
I think,
This is the best podcast ever.
I know. Well, your mom has to listen to you as you record this, right?
That's true.
All right. Next thing on the news.
Hi, Mom.
We're famous. We're on the internet. Morning Musume's AU television commercial is getting a lot of positive feedbacks, and it actually climbed the AU commercial onto number 2 of the CM positive chart, or however you want to translate it, of the first half of February. So apparently there's a chart that people rank what commercial they see and they like.
Yeah, I was quite curious about that myself because, as far as I know, we don't have anything like that here.
Yeah, if
Like a chart for commercials, that's just weird.
if you ask me, I would tell you that I hate all commercials.
Especially Japanese commercials, they're horrible.
Actually,
No, they're really bad.
really, I think they're really entertaining. They are definitely more entertaining than the crap I used to watch back in North America.
But American commercials are bad too, so
Yeah,
that's to be expected.
yeah.
Um,
So, well, having that said, though, if there's anyone who would like to sponsor our show, please let us know. we don't actually hate having commercials in our shows.
yeah, we just dislike the ones on TV.
We just
But
dislike
we're on
the
TV, so
not yet,
it's
not
fine.
yet. We just dislike all the ones that we don't get paid for. How about that?
yeah, that's fair.
All right.
I agree with
But
that.
hey, it's good that Morning Musume is having a good time with their commercial. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats to AU. My contract is actually on AU, so now I think I should stick with AU for my next year. All right. Next thing on the items. Very important news. Turbos86 has recently bought new socks, and he is very happy because of the 20% off discount.
That's a very nice discount.
I would like to give him our personal congratulations, and
Yeah.
if possible, I would like pics of his new socks, and perhaps he would be in the
To follow
picture.
next week's episode.
Yeah. Perhaps a lucky listener would get to win that photo picture of Turbos and his new socks. It will be signed.
It will be signed. We'll make sure of it.
Yes, we will use our influences. And last item on the list. There is now a video of Ai-chan's marriage press conference. No, not the marriage ceremony itself, just a press conference of her and whoever the other guy is.
Just bang my hand on the desk. Sorry about that.
It's okay, no one saw it.
But they probably heard it.
So go on to whatever this website, go on to whatever this channel is. Oricon Official, Oricon News. They have the Ai-chan and Abe Koji. I don't care who he is, but I gotta admit that I didn't really care for Ai-chan, and I still don't. But seeing this press conference and someone who, in my mind, just left Morning Musume not too long ago, getting married, it's kind of like, ugh, too close to home,
Yeah.
Ai-chan. Too soon, too soon. You should wait for another 20 years.
Preferably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch the full conference. I mostly skimmed for it, and I gotta say, it didn't seem all that interesting.
Nope. But it's just I don't know. It's just the image that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Having that said, though,
Yeah.
here's an exclusive. Next week, I will have my press conference regarding the marriage of me and Suzuki ID.
Oh,
You heard it first. You heard it here first.
congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would take all the welcome greetings and congrats. Please leave them in the comments below. and yeah, you will hear about that soon. And that is all the news we got for you this week. It was not the best list because we didn't really put much time into it, but next time it will be better.
We put literally 0 time into it, so I hope you enjoyed.
Yep, it will be better next time because it is not hard to beat.
That's certainly true.
All right, now
We're setting ourselves up low so we can, continue to build on it.
yeah, that is the perfect tactic. Now the news are over. Let's go on to our next
Yep.
segment.
Our next segment, and I think this is one that we had in your old show.
Yep,
Well, I wasn't part of the old show, but I'm pretty sure you guys did it before.
right. My old show called STD Podcast. Not to be
Yeah.
confused with STD Podcast, which you're
Yeah.
listening to right now. But STD Podcast is pretty much the show before STD Podcast, which gave you STDs.
Yeah. So think of this as like the remake. This is the reboot.
Except it's better.
I'm the new toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this segment, basically what we do is we look at some of the most recent Pocket Morning articles on Hollow Online, and we basically take turns to read the responses the girls give out, and just basically comment on them and have a little fun with it. So first up, I think we have the Morning Musume Pocket Morning.
Yep. Oh, and also credits to Epiphanes, however your name is read, and Kuno for writing this up. So credits to you guys. We're not stealing this.
Yep. Well, we are, but we're at least crediting.
Yeah, that's what you do in university. Okay.
So yeah, this one is the Morning Musume one, titled "Do you have any episode that made you think maybe I'm a bit selfish?" And do you want to start things off with Sayumi's response?
Sure. Michisuke Sayumi. Her answer was, during a day off, I went out with my family. I suddenly started to feel sleepy though, so the family adjusted to my sleepy mode, and that's basically our family rule.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know.
It's quite a selfish.
I don't know if that is a bit selfish. The question was a bit selfish, but that was. If she would proclaim it as the family rule, I
Yeah.
would think that's a bit more than a bit.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure her other family members have busy lives too. They have to work and all that kind of stuff.
Except her older sister.
So when it's her day off, when it's her day off, she just gets to say, "Well, it's my day off. I get to sleep in when I want," and you just have to deal with it. It's totally Sayumi. Exactly what you'd expect from her.
Very true. Alright, why don't you take the next one?
Okay, Huka-chan's answer.
John.
When I stayed in a double room at a hotel, I said, "I'm staying in the bath for over an hour, so it's better if you go first." So I simply made it clear who should go first. This is kind of similar to Sayumi's answer, actually. Just laying down the law.
Well, I can vouch for her that this is exactly what she does. And I'm saying that from personal experiences.
Okay. So you've been on the receiving end of this statement.
Yep, I'm not complaining though, so Mitsuki, if you're listening, I'll see you tomorrow. Anyway, for Ikuta Elina, she said that, I'm thinking that all day long, I suppose. Ha 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 ha.
So this was kind of Risako level answer, where she just says, "I'm not really sure of an answer, but I know it's true." So yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, you suck. Shut up. Alright, good job. Go.
Okay, Riho's answer. when I wanted to buy a piece of clothing, but I ended up buying all the other pieces from head to toe just to have everything coordinated.
Is that selfish?
I don't really think so, because you're paying money for it. So it would be selfish if someone else was buying it for you, I guess.
I don't know.
But if it's your money you're using to buy it, I think that's fairly reasonable.
Right, and also she is probably making more money than her dad.
Quite possibly.
Well, actually,
Do we
knowing
know what her
UFA
dad
is what to
does?
say.
Yeah, I guess. Do we know what her dad does as a job?
Her dad is a professional idol father, from what I heard.
Oh, okay. That is a really prestigious job.
I have no idea. But I would like to do that job in the future. Suzuki Kano, she said that I walked up and down Takeshita Street in Harajuku several times, but I didn't buy anything as I couldn't accept other people's advice. That's also not really selfish. It's more like
being self-centered, and I mean it's kind of similar, but she's not like doing things for her own benefit. She just refuses to listen to other people.
right, but
Which is kind of interesting because she used to go to iChan for fashion advice quite a lot, and then never listened to it, I guess. But
but that was like a dark hole of a lack of fashion sense running into another dark hole of the same thing.
I guess so, yeah. So Ikubo's answer: I won't say who, but I've seen a person I really like talk to someone else, and it made me jealous. So scandal incoming there, I think.
Yeah, Turbo86,
Ikubo has someone she likes.
if you're listening to this podcast, I think
You should stop cheating on Ikubo.
yeah, you should stop talking to S first, because apparently Ikubo is jealous.
Yeah.
Alright, good job, honey.
And
Actually, I don't know
now
if she can be
I'm-
jealous when she makes everyone call her honey.
Well, as a fan of Haruno myself, I'm now jealous of Turbo's 86.
We just made him the public enemy. But as he got new socks. Alright.
He does, so I'll let him off for it.
Alright. Ishida Ayumi, she said, when I was younger, I really wanted to have this one game. But after I made someone buy it for me, I found out it was unexpectedly boring.
So that's Assassin's Creed.
Screw you! I like Assassin's Creed. But again, another answer that I don't think is selfish. It's more like ignorance.
Well, she did force someone to buy it for her, and then presumably didn't play it for more than an hour.
I don't know. It would be self-torture if you continue to play it after knowing that it was super boring.
But I guess that's true. But
Now I really want to know what game it is.
yeah, same. I'm pretty sure it's Assassin's Creed. It's gotta be.
I don't think. She said when she was younger. So I don't
Okay.
know if she was.
Well, that did come out like 6 years ago.
So how old was she? Like 11 back then? I don't think she was playing Assassin's Creed, man. It was probably like one
It's
of the
possible.
best games ever.
That would explain why she had someone buy it for her, because she was too young for it.
Right. No, I bet it was GTA.
Well, GTA is not that boring.
But
GTA 4 maybe, but
screw you. Alright, anyway, we're getting off topic.
we are. Okay, Machan's answer. When I didn't want to change my hairstyle and was scolded by the manager.
La 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 la.
So with this one, we're actually getting a bit of an insight into kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Her manager telling her to change her hairstyle,
Yep. And
and she's
they
like,
get
"No,
a
I don't
say.
want to."
And you
Yeah.
know, that is not new to us, because looking at a lot of the members, we would often say that they would probably look better in a different hairstyle, or it's like, why would they cut the hair so short? But hey, they don't get a
Yeah.
say. Like think back to Smilage when they all cut their hair short for the song. Yuka didn't want to do that, but too bad. When Chisato kept her hair so short for all the years, I bet she wanted to change. And when she finally was allowed to change, she grew in popularity. So Kudu, please have your hair long again. Speaking of Kudu, Kudo Haruka. I don't have any. I am not the oldest son of Kudo family, Kudo family, but the oldest daughter. So I'm used to being patient.
Holy shit, she's a daughter?
I was just
I could have sworn all these years I thought she was a son.
After the Assassin's Creed and the GTA comment, you really should kill yourself now, Dran. So 2 things.
Look,
One, we just got confirmation.
I think the listeners are totally with me on this, on both of those.
I'm gonna mute your mic. I'm sitting right beside you, man. First, yes, we got confirmation that Haruka does believe that she is not a boy. Not that she is. And number 2, I don't know if she's patient. From what I've seen, she is kind of one of the more spontaneous ones to voice up when something happens. Yeah, if you recall, she was recently on the show and she was crying because we're here to do a proper job. That was cute. So cute.
Bang my hand again. I should really move my desk out.
Yeah, move the desk instead of yourself. Alright, last.
Oh yeah, Oda Sakura. When going out with friends, I sulked because I really wanted to go to karaoke. It sounds like you, actually.
The difference is that sometimes I go karaoke without friends.
Oh, okay. But when you're out with friends and you're thinking, oh, I could be at karaoke right now.
Yeah. Yep. And then I would be like,
you would...
why are we here? Let's go to karaoke instead. And we end up in karaoke.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not my fault that karaoke is awesome. So, there you have it, the Pokemon Morning for Morning Musume. Do you have any... Wait, what was the question again?
What was it? What?
Okay, wait. Do you have any episode that made you think maybe I'm a bit selfish? Alright, that was pretty entertaining. Do you have anything personally? Because we are idols too on the internet.
Yeah, naturally. I think I'm gonna have to answer Risako style here and just say I can't think of anything, but probably. I'm pretty sure that was her answer, come to think of it.
Alright, Sasuke Berry's fan.
Yeah.
And as for me, I would say that every moment that you continue to listen to us talk, it is me being selfish.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Again, we're doing this because we're having fun, not because you enjoy it. If you do, that's excellent. Alright. Please share it with all your friends, like our videos and comment below. But
there's also an element of the fact that we're like madly in love with the sound of our own voices. I mean, that just comes with the territory.
That does not apply to me. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Let's do the Smilage Pokemon Morning.
Okay.
I like this one a lot. The question is, please give yourself a catchphrase. So, Dran, I expect something from you at the end of this too. But
okay.
I'm gonna start with Ayacho's. She said, I am Wada Ayaka, who has recently stopped being one of Japan's #1 idols in short skirt. That is an awesome catchphrase, Ayacho.
Yeah.
Like, of anything, you would be like, oh, I am not #1 no more. GG.
Yeah, is the key there not being #1 anymore, or not being in a short skirt anymore?
Or not being in Smilage anymore. Oh, snapsies. She might be hinting something.
Or not being Wada Ayaka anymore.
Oh, snapsies. Who knows? Or she is officially changing her name to Wada Ayacho. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, even drop the Wada, just Ayacho. Alright, next.
Okay, Fukuda Canon's answer. Girl with the endless stomach.
That.
I think there's a bit of a lost in translation thing there. It's I don't think it sounds quite as awesome as it probably would in Japanese.
Right, I think it's the infinite stomach. That also doesn't sound that cool.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But I don't know if that's a catchphrase.
Not much to say there, I think.
That's not a catchphrase. You don't. That's a title. That's a name.
Yeah, that's. I'm not sure it's a title you really want.
Yeah, it's like there's Superman, there's Batman, and there's the girl with the endless stomach. Okay, what's your catchphrase then? Alright, oh well. Good job, Naon-sama. I hope you recover from your fever soon. So, Sorry, Nakanishi Kanana. She also answered with more of a title instead of catchphrase. Idiot genius Nakanishi Kana.
Well, as a well-known Kana hater, I can kind of agree with the first part of that.
I was going to say that she is right with 3 or 4 things.
Yeah.
Definitely the first and her name. Okay.
Okay, next up is Takuchi Akari. And she answered, I'm Takuchi Akari, in charge of boyishness. Which is, I guess, true. She's probably one of the most boyish members of Hello Project.
She is a boy.
Like, ever.
She's pretty much a boy.
Like, yeah, her and Kudu are like the 2 male members of Hello Project.
They should never put those 2 together, because it would just be overload. They would take over Johnny's without being in Johnny's.
Yeah, just by being there. Okay.
All right. Catalina Poo. She replied, "I will work hard so my catchphrase will catch on." That is
the worst catchphrase so far.
No, that is the best, because that is meta. Man, that is so
it
meta.
is meta, but
Sasuke Lina Poo.
what's your catchphrase? I'll work hard so my catchphrase will catch on.
It's like saying,
what is going on
I
here?
will save the world by saving the world. Cool.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Save the cheers.
Save the world, save the world, save the world. It just no.
Lead the cheers.
Please.
Of. Wait, no, let's stop there. Alright, and last.
Yeah. References from 10 years ago. Excellent. We're very topical today.
And go.
Mimi. Boo. Mimi answered, I'm Tamara Mimi, who's right now very into civics. So she's apparently a Honda fan.
Is that really what it is? Okay, you can fan for a bit. I'm gonna search up if that is really if she was really referencing the car.
I'm pretty sure it's like a subject at school or something like that, but when I think of Civic, I think of the Honda.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. And why Civics too?
I don't know.
Maybe her dad just bought one. Alright, I'm going to read up on the Japanese version. Oh no!
You're a school teacher. You should.
No, I am a professional podcaster and also the professional husband of Suzuki Ari. Okay, so she said civics as in citizens. What? As in komin? Like she has been studying about komin, like the citizens, and I guess she has been paying attention in social studies class. That's what we got.
Yeah, I think that's basically what it means. Yeah, social studies.
That still makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Good job.
But on that note, let's move on to the next one, which is the Pocket Morning from Juicebox.
Juicebox.
Or Juice, as Soinka insisted on calling them.
Alright, I would say theirs are not as exciting, so we can probably go through quicker.
Yeah. Well, the question was, without being shy, please tell us something appealing about yourself that you've noticed recently.
Go for the first one.
John,
you can start.
Okay. Miyazaki Yuka answered, though rari rure ro's ra is normally formed by the mouth as in I say it with my mouth like e. I'm not really sure what that means at all.
So when you do la li lu le lo, I guess when you do li, like you have your teeth kind of closed instead of having your mouth open, which everyone can see me doing right now. So I guess she is saying that she can say la with her teeth closed. So as in la instead of li, but not la li. What? I'm confused. Okay.
Are her answers normally this weird?
Alright, for Tomoko, Kanazawa Tomoko, she said that recently I've come to the roundness of the tear bags under my eyes the most about my body. in the past, I never really knew the word tear bags neither.
I don't think that's a real word. I think it's just like misusing
Or maybe lost in translation.
tear bags. It could be.
Or
yeah.
maybe she was thinking about tea bags. Tea bags on her eyes.
I was gonna say
What?
it's like a mix between tea bags and tear ducts.
I think it's
So
tear
maybe
gas.
she cries tea. That's what she's telling us.
I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who would like to drink it. Alright, go. Next.
Okay. Takagi Sayuki's answer. That my fizz shows how much I am enjoying the food I'm eating. Much like Irie in that
Yeah,
sense.
she's learning from Miley.
Yeah.
Good for her. Everyone should learn from Miley. Next. Kani-chan Sansama. Because that's her full name. My light complexion.
Right.
You can say fair skin hides my number of imperfections, right? Star.
Really?
There is no imperfection with Kani-chan Sansama. There, you have it.
So, I guess, who would you say has a lighter complexion? Karin or Yuka?
Oh.
That is Yuka from Smilage.
Oh, that is tough. I haven't met Yuka in real life, but Kalin definitely is. I mean, Kalin-chan Sansama definitely is pretty light. I don't know. I would like Yuka, if you're listening right now, please send me your recent pictures so I can confirm this. If you do, I will send you my phone number.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's quite the trade.
I know, right?
I'm not sure who's getting the better deal there.
For sure, her. I'm sacrificing so much.
Okay. Next up is Wemara.
Okay. Sorry, had to do that.
And she simply says, I have good clothing sense.
As you have bad answers.
Yeah.
She wears a lot of pants. That is.
So I think we actually know who Zuki hasn't been listening to. Akari tells her like what clothes look good and everything like that, and Zuki's like, nope, I'm not
No,
listening.
here's what happens. Actually, is like, hey Zuki, this pair of pants is really good. You should buy this. And Zuki is like, there's no way I can fit in that.
Wow. Apologies to any Zuki fans out there,
And Zuki herself.
but we really mean it.
No, sorry. It was just I just had to. Alright, cheap shot. Sorry, I will slap myself afterwards.
Well, that wraps up the Pocket Morning game.
I would say that was a
If
lot
that
of
could be
fun.
construed as a game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We should do that next week.
So, Dran, what
Or-
is your catchphrase?
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that. My catchphrase, well, in Shakupa, in TKMR, my catchphrase for a while was homogenayo.
That is a terrible catchphrase.
It is. That's why it's so
Okay,
brilliant.
I would expect you to start saying that every single episode.
Okay, I shall.
My catchphrase was, please email me at sanrio@takamario.net. I think I still have that email address, but I forgot the link to get to that, to get access to log in. So, well, you can email, but it would be better if you comment below and also like and subscribe. I think that's my new catchphrase now.
Yeah.
Yeah, found it, man. Yeah.
Okay, and so the other one was, without being shy, please tell us something appealing about yourself that you've recently noticed. It's a very tough one. Can you think of anything?
I have no shame when it comes
Jackson-san?
to podcasting. I guess that's one thing I just realized about 35 minutes ago. How about you?
Something appealing about myself is I can laugh at anything. I'm pretty sure it's something a Smilage member would say as well. Like, I can get along well with anyone. I can laugh at just about anything.
Nice.
You've described me as a laugh track for this show.
Right, that's why
and I
I
think
got
it's
you, right?
appropriate.
Did you
Yeah.
think I got you for the hosting skills that you had for Otakai? I'm just kidding. No one cares about that show.
Yeah.
Except.
Just like no one cared about STD.
Oh! Except the world is
snap.
trying to solve it. Boom. Alright.
Okay, yeah. Let's move on from that now.
Yeah, well, now we are in a better podcast than both of those combined. So let's just combine our powers and have a peace rest of the podcast. So next, well, speaking of peace, let me give you something that is the opposite. When we were back in Konya TKMR on the podcast, I would occasionally come in with a segment called the Sanrage Minute. So recently, actually in the beginning of the year, when they announced something, a certain announcement, I actually had a rage prepared. But since I'm super lazy, I never actually recorded that rage. So I'm going to present the rage here on the show. It is regarding the Morning Musume name change. From Morning Musume...
Should I be timing this 60 seconds?
No, actually this is going to be a lot longer. I realized that now I got my own show. Time is no longer the issue. So, you don't know what you guys are getting into. After the rage though, I actually got something positive to say about the name change. So, if you would stay for that, please. If not, you can skip forward for about like 4 minutes. So, Dran, are you ready to hear me rage?
I'm ready.
This is the long-awaited Sanrage. It's no longer a minute, it's just the Sanrage. It's just my rage. This is the long-awaited Sanrage segment. To be very fair, I would hope that I would never have to do any of these, because that would mean that UFA is doing everything perfectly. But since they are UFA, you can expect to hear a lot more Sanrages. If you could count down, Dran, for me, 3, 2, 1, start, and I'm gonna start.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, UFA blank U. You are touching on one of the most touchy subjects ever, changing the Morning Musume name. For all those listening right now, you have probably heard or noticed. If you don't, you're probably living under a rock or you are stoned. They have added the year digits at the end of the user's name so that people can reference it easier. Oh, do you remember the song? Who was it by? When was that girl in Morning Musume? Oh yeah, it was by Morning Musume 1-4. What the hell? First, it sounds ridiculously terrible. It's not 14, it's not 24, it's not anything reasonable, it's 1-4. Okay, to be honest, it doesn't sound as bad when I say it, but with the Japanese accent on top, it's Morning Musume 1-4. And with the hard gay accent, as Sayu has presented us before on TV, it's Morning Musume 1. You know what? Good thing they didn't start last year, because it would have been Morning Musume 1 Suli. And hey, give it a year or two, it's going to be Morning Musume 1 Sekusu, and then followed by Morning Musume 1 Sebun. I'm not trying to make fun of the accent, but it just does not sound good. Alright, second, it does not make any freaking sense. They claim that the reason behind it is so that they can make referencing easier, but guess what? It does not. Yeah, from the name we can tell the year, but to be honest, for otas like us, we already remember which year each single is from. We know which track number on which album is from, and we can probably tell you the entire lineup as well as how many seconds the song contains and its BPMs. You don't see other shit or other groups doing things like that, because this is not a problem. It does not freaking matter. If they're trying to reference who is in the group at the time the single was released, then they're also doing it wrong. Because guess what? If there's ever a lineup change within the year, then naming Morning Musume 1 Faibu doesn't indicate anything. If you are asking when the girl was in the group, oh hey, when was that certain girl in Morning Musume? Oh, she was in Morning Musume 1-7 and 1-8 and 1-9 and 2-0 and a half, because she graduated in the middle of the year. So it's 2-0 and a half. That makes no fucking sense. Unless you do actually unless they actually do like Morning Musume 1-4 and then Morning Musume 1-4 version 2, or just throw out the year and just do versions like Morning Musume version 26. That would make a bit more sense, but don't ever do that, because that is even dumber. And again, for those fans who can remember who was in the lineup when you give them the year, they can probably recite the entire release order of the last 3 years, no problem. Also, for those general public who don't know any better, this is confusing as crap. 48 from a certain group, it used to mean that they have 48 girls. So for those people who don't know, when they look at the name Morning Musume 1-4, hey, Morning Musume has 14 girls, right? Or if they don't know any better, hey, Morning Musume has an average age of 14, or Morning Musume has one girl who is 4 years old. They don't know. You might be thinking right now, hey, it's not much. It's just adding a number, right? Morning's still there. There's still Musumes. Then my question is, why touch it? Just leave it as it is. Keep it as Morning Musume. It would be great, and no one would have to rage about it. I think it all comes down to the fact that they want to add a number to the group just because a certain other group has it too. But just like a lot of other things that UFA does, we don't want it because that's not what Morning Musume is about. Will I get used to it? Yes. In fact, I will tell you right now, I got used to it already. Just like almost every other stupid thing they do, adding a bunch of lollies in, adding fat girls in, adding ugly girls in, adding Chinese girls in, we all get used to it because it's Morning Musume and we are fans. But hey, to be honest, I've also seen something positive coming up from this. But for the fact that this is a rage, this is stupid. So there you have it, a rage that lasted for I don't know how many minutes. But that was my rage that I saved up for a good 2 months. I released it. Now you got it. So, well, Dran, let me ask you then, while I try to calm down. What do you think about the name change? Morning Musume 1-4.
Okay. My opinions, I don't think, are anywhere near as well formed as yours on this. But I just think it's generally stupid. Like, just the act of changing the brand name, as it were. A consistent brand name is a good thing, and changing the name of the group every year, even if you're just changing a number, is why? As you say, it serves no purpose at all, and it only serves to make the name sound more silly and just the whole thing more confusing. I mean, would a new fan coming into it know that Morning Musume 14 or Morning Musume 1-4 and Morning Musume 1-8 are the same group?
Yeah, they would think it's probably different versions, right? They got different girls.
Right. So I don't know. I'm not sure why they're doing this at all. I think it's a silly idea, and Sunk in all his, gloriousness and his intelligence, I think he's made a horrible mistake here.
I would imagine that they're going to drop this within 3 years. That is my guess. But right now, looking at the entire situation, I feel like they actually did something that is more clever than I thought it originally was. If they were able to foresee the boom of Morning Musume when they decided to change the name, because if you look around right now, Morning Musume is certainly having a boom. They are appearing on a lot of TV shows, a lot of major ones that they haven't been on for a long time, like Music Station, or they've been on Hey Hey very recently, and they're on TV too, on TV commercials too. I feel like if they actually planned this and they were able to time it, this was a genius move that they have been able to go on TV, and the first topic they talk about is to reintroduce their brand name again, which is Morning Musume. They are adding 1-4 to it, but they are also going onto TV and constantly saying, "Oh, we are Morning Musume 1-4. We are the same, but we're different." So please continue to check out how different we are. I think by the end of the year, people are going to think back and be like, "Oh, Morning Musume 1-4 or 14 and whatever they are, whoever that group is, they really had a refreshment this year." And I think that name is going to make a positive impression just because of the boom that they timed it perfectly with. Having that said, it's hard to say. I would probably still prefer it without the name change, just because of the integrity of it. But right now, thinking about it, it's not as bad as I thought it originally was. Having that said, this was a rage, the Sanrage, brought to you by Sanrio 1-4 of Takamura 1-4, featured in StD Podcast Episode 1 for the year of 2014. Hey, if there are things for me to rage about, let me know what I should talk about. But hopefully, I will not have to rage about again. So let's go into something more positive, because that was a rage.
That was quite awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah, next up, we've got a fun little segment. And I was just wondering, if we won the lottery, or if you personally won the lottery, what would you spend it on? I mean, it could be a joint thing. We could go out and buy the lottery ticket right now, and maybe we will. So yeah, if we did win the lottery, how would you spend it? How would you spend your share of the, $10 million or whatever it is?
All right. Well, given that this is the StD podcast, we are going to probably talk about it in the sense that it's related to idols. All right.
Yeah, of course.
For sure, first thing I would do is join the fan club, because I'm actually not in the fan club because I don't want to pay for the 5,000 yen. But I would join the fan club, and I would probably still go on to second-hand shops and buy all the best tickets I could get. I don't know if I would be working, but even if I get a job, I'll probably get like a part-time job so I can go to all the concerts I can and be in first row. I would buy, instead of changing the batteries in my King Blade, I'm just gonna buy a new King Blade each time. Dude, I got the money, I can do that. I will also probably, whenever they release goods where it's like food and also like a photo card, I would probably buy all those, keep the cards for myself, and then distribute the food to homeless people. This is in the name of Morning Musume Month 4. You get to have food today. Alright.
Wow.
Alright, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Well, I kind of agree with the idea of joining the fan club. I mean, I was a member of the fan club, like, I don't know, 3 years ago. But I never bothered to renew it because I didn't do anything with it. For me, it was mostly just kind of bragging rights, I guess. Like, hey, I'm in the fan club. I can't do anything with it. I can't go to concerts with it or anything like that, but I'm in the fan club.
It's the novelty of it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would probably join that again, and maybe actually, with $10 million, I could go to fan club events. I could go to Aloholo tours. Like, fly to Japan and then fly to Hawaii, because that's the really weird way to do it, but it might be fun. But yeah, I think it would just be general stuff like that. Also, I would build my berries collection to be perfect.
Nice.
Like every single.
You're going to collect every
CD,
berry.
Every single DVD.
So like strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry.
Yep. Also that, and also, well, a strawberry isn't technically a berry, but that's
it's the best
going
berry
off topic.
You know what?
It's actually a fruit, not a berry, but yeah.
Look forward to strawberry talk time.
Yeah. That will be good.
All right. Let's go a bit more surreal, because what we said was pretty standard.
Pretty standard.
Like we can probably do all those stuff with a proper paying job.
Yeah. So.
All right. Here's what I would do. I'm gonna buy myself a job.
Buy yourself a job.
I'm gonna buy myself a job, probably within the UFA agency, probably within the Hello Project branch, and it would be a job that I bought, so I am part of the company. I don't know if I'm getting paid, maybe a tiny bit, but I also don't really have to do anything. So I would just have all the connections I want, and I would be in there. And that is only the beginning, because after that, I'm also going to buy my contacts and buy my connections. And I will, next thing I know, I would be marrying Heidi, which I announced in the beginning of the show anyway. But yeah, buying your way in, man. Also, I would buy a seat in the backstage. You know, all those people, they can watch the concerts, front row, whatever. You know what? Instead of the backstage, I'm gonna buy a seat on the stage. Like, you're gonna see me in Hover Pro concert, and I'll be sitting beside like the eggs or something. And then you're gonna sit down and I'll be like, oh, oh hey, yeah, this is my seat. I got the best view in town.
During MCs, you just sit there and talk to Mark.
Yeah. I'm gonna peek on his paper and start writing on it. And he'll be like, who the hell are you? Hey, I bought the seat. You can't kick me out.
Yeah, you did bring up a very good idea there, but just buy up all the stocks and shares you can in UFG.
Oh, snaps.
You can become like a shareholder and just get them to make you an idol group for you. Just exclusively for you.
Oh man. We are going to kickstart that idea.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everyone, every listener we got now.
Check Kickstarter for Project STD in the next 4 weeks.
That sounds terrible. Project STD. Yeah, sponsor Project STD so that you can join our fan club.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yep, that's one of the backing rewards. You get to be the very first fan club members.
You will actually get to see our studio.
Yep, you'll get a tour of it.
I will buy an extra
You'll
chair.
Even get a guest on an episode.
No, I will buy an extra chair so you can sit in this chair.
Oh,
yeah.
That
is for those people who sponsor over $10,000. I mean,
okay.
A chair is expensive, man.
I mean, if I wasn't already in a chair here, then I would totally do that. Sponsor $10,000 to sit in your chair.
All right. Wow.
Sounds great.
Wow. You can also pretend to record an episode with us. Oh, did
yeah.
I say pretend?
I mean, it won't actually get released, but we'll record an episode.
Right. It would go straight to junk, the garbage. But
yeah, straight onto the cutting room floor. But at least you'll be able to say I recorded an episode with Sanrio and Dran.
Yeah.
That's
as good as you can tell people that you got StD'd. Go tell your family about that too. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. Alright, well, for everyone listening, how will you spend the lottery? Idol related wise, let us know. Don't email us sanrio@takamori.net yet. Not yet, I don't have the email address, but let us know in the comments. I will be interested to see how you guys would deal with massive money and how you guys would probably spend it in smarter ways than we do. At this point of the show, I would like to interrupt the show with a sponsor message. Yeah, we got sponsored already. Look at us, right? Episode 1, getting sponsored. Alright. This very first episode of the STD podcast is sponsored. Oh, damn it, I screwed up already. Radio! They gotta get their money's worth. This episode of STD podcast is sponsored by cabbages. High in nutrients, high in fiber, high in production, and low in price. You can eat it raw or you can eat it cooked. Don't wait and add it to your meal today. Can you handle the bitches? Cabbages. If there's any other potential sponsors out there, please let us know and we would be happy to make a deal with you. Speaking of deals, so I think in the beginning of the show we have mentioned that this is pretty much a show where we have fun in. So as you guys listening can tell, we're jumping from all over the place. From all over the place? No, we're jumping all over the place. Just doing different fun segments, corners that we have always wanted to do. So here's a little thing, the Devil's Deal corner. So today we got a would you rather blank or blank from Dran.
Yeah, okay. This one took me like a whopping 10 minutes to come up with, so it better be good. Okay, would you rather spend a week living with your oshimen? Or get a lifetime free pass to all Hollow Project events and concerts?
Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, say it again.
Okay. Were you just going wow because you didn't hear it and you're just trying to cover it?
No, I just want more time, so say it again.
Okay. Okay.
It's hard.
Would you rather spend a week living with your oshimen or a lifetime free pass to all Hollow Project events and concerts?
I got lost in your surgery voice.
No, it's just glorious, isn't it? Um,
All right, I would go with spending a week with my oshimen.
really?
Because going to concerts and stuff, I can still get those opportunities if I work hard enough, or if
Right,
I steal someone's ticket. But I feel like having a week probably being the best week of your life ever. That is an opportunity I cannot pass, and also I can probably just live that weekend and kill myself because it would not get any better.
Wow, that's quite dark. I didn't see that coming.
But hey, that really would be the peak of my life, right? How about you?
I think I would actually go for the lifetime pass. Because as you say, like after the week, you would just kill yourself because it's over. It's never going to get any better than that. So it's really a case of would you like a really awesome week-long life, like die after a week because you got nothing left to live for, or you could like have that for your lifetime and just continue to be wowed by the awesomeness that is Hollow Project. And you could go to the handshake events and everything like that. You don't even have to buy the CDs because you've got that free pass.
But here's the thing, though.
So you could just loop around
You
it.
are also assuming that you would be very interested in Hollow Project for the rest of your life, or that they would actually they would actually continue to exist for a lifetime.
That's true, but I don't know. I guess it's a risk worth taking, as it were.
I guess so, but I don't know. I still feel like I could not
I mean,
pass.
with the week, you're only guaranteed a week. With the lifetime free pass, you're
Okay, whoa.
got the potential there for several
Well, you don't
years.
have to kill yourself. I'm just saying that I might.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, it's the benefit is only there for a week.
True, but here's the thing. I will invest a good amount of money in awesome cameras.
So you could relive it.
Yeah, I'm just going to relive the Matrix for the rest of my life. Every week is the best week of my life because it's the same week. Alright. But hey, I like that question a lot. No doubt, I will still go with the first option. And hey, you gave me a week, but if it goes right, I might be able to turn it into more than just a week.
I guess.
Yeah.
There's some very smart fitting.
Yeah.
I didn't consider.
Yeah,
that.
announcement coming soon. Alright. So
Okay.
that was the Devil Steel. Not so much the Devil.
Yep.
That was pretty much the Angels this time. Next time we might have something more negative, or we'll have a would you question next time. If you got any good
Yeah.
ideas, let us know.
Comment below.
Comment below.
I'm stealing your catchphrase now.
Damn it.
You should steal mine.
Homo Jedi! I'm not gonna do that. That is totally yours.
Okay. So yeah, I think next up, we've got a little stolen segment.
This is
You don't get any points for guessing where we stole it from because the points just don't matter.
I like that.
But yeah, we're going to play a little game here called Who's
Wow,
Line?
where did we ever come up with that original idea?
I know.
Who's lying? I love that.
Crazy.
That even the title in itself is so original.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, the purpose of this game is an improv game. We improvise a little scene, and every now and again we have to come in with little lines that have been prepared for us in advance. And it's just hilarity ensues. Now, the way we're doing it here is we're taking Hollow Project song lyrics as the lines we've got to read out during the scene. And I guess if you can guess which songs we were trying to,
No, I think we should. I think
songs
we should
that we
say it now.
or at least maybe say it at the end.
Okay. Alright, let's do that.
Yeah.
We would yeah, me and Dran are huge fans of improv games, and the certain show that we stole this from, there's no way you can guess, so you don't even need to try. Do not YouTube who's lying. But yeah, we both like this. We both like this game a lot, and we have been wanting to try this for a very long time. Which also means that we cannot guarantee that this will be funny. This might be very pathetic.
This might be a complete disaster, but you'll get to laugh at our awkwardness.
Yeah, you will get to laugh at how dumb we are.
Yeah.
If anything else, just pretend it was funny, please.
Okay.
Alright, let's set the scene.
Okay. What is the scene?
The scene is that one person, who is me, I come home to find that my roommate, Dran, to be fanboying over another idol in a group other than who you claim to be a oshimen. So, who is it? What is going to happen? We don't know. You don't know. And we will find out.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Hey, I'm back from my long day of... What are you doing?
L-O-V-E, me. Why are you back for?
That does not matter, because the problem is, why are you fanboying over Mitsui Aika? I thought you are the biggest Suki fan ever, but apparently you're lying. You are now fanboying over someone who's not even in the group anymore.
I'm not fanboying over Aika. You just misheard me.
I didn't mishear you. When I opened the door, I heard that you were screaming very loud, and you said, "If you're just going to keep causing me such lonely feelings, I might fly somewhere far away." Apparently you're moving out, and you didn't tell me about this.
Well, yeah, I was waiting for the perfect opportunity. Like, things have just not been so great between us. You leave all your clothes out and everything like that, and you don't do the chores.
Hey, but you gotta admit, I got a nice body.
You don't do your fair share of it. And the worst thing of all is yesterday when you said to me, "Of course we can't be stupid."
Oh, well, isn't that obvious? I mean, I want a roommate who is responsible and smart, but now you're fanboying someone who you didn't say you were a fan of. You're just lying. I don't want a liar in the house.
I'm telling you, I wasn't fanboying over Aika. I said Mizuki.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess if anything, that makes it better, because I'm a huge fan of Mizuki myself too, and one of my favorite things that she have ever said, and caught me immediately, was when she said, "Are you in Japan?" Yeah,
Were you?
She knew immediately. How did she know? She's amazing. Well, I'm glad that you're finding her charm too.
Well, the truth is, I've been lying to you this whole time. I'm not a Mizuki fan.
You have been lying to me in the past entire minute?
Yes, I'm sorry. The truth is, I'm actually a Miyazaki fan.
Miyazaki, wow. Miyazaki Yuka from Juice Juice? Miyazaki?
Yeah.
I just call him Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
Okay, that's pretty cool too. Have you seen her latest card that they released in the shop? Because she wrote a message on it. Yeah, here, take a look at this. Yeah, read what it says.
Let's see. It says, "My tummy is starting to crumble."
She is such an honest girl. It's adorable. There was one that came before too. Let me read you what it says. On this photo card, she is making a smiley face. Wait, she's smiling. And on the message it says, "From my haters, I will learn about reality." Wow, that's deep.
Wow. Haters gonna hate, huh?
And now your stomach's growling. But regardless, I say that you have a good choice.
Yeah. Well, I think this whole argument has been silly. So I think there was something we should just get out of the way. We should just say and just move
Alright,
on.
If there's,
And that is, let's add up our leverage and go.
and to reply to that before we, step off from this completely and live our next day together as good friends, I'm gonna tell you, a sparkling girl, I will flap my wings. And
Okay.
scene.
And cut.
All right.
Well,
Let's give the audience
I
like
think-
20 minutes or something. No, 20 seconds or something, so so they can think what songs they had, what songs we had for each other. The best part about this game is that occasionally you would just get lines that fit perfectly.
yeah. And I gotta admit, that line about the tummy grumbling, I couldn't hold it in. I just had to laugh. It was so out of the blue.
Even if you guys don't like the segment, we're really enjoying it, so we'll probably continue to do this.
Yeah, or at least some form of improv game
Yeah.
after this.
So let's review the songs.
Yep. So, should we reveal each other's?
Alright, the
or-
song you had for me was
Okay.
Morning Musume, Help Me. So that's where the line, are you in Japan, came from. Well, that's pretty cool.
Okay, and the song the lyrics that I had to read from was Cute's Danse de Bacon.
Which is the best one ever. If you have to read from it,
Yeah.
it makes no freaking sense.
Now, it should be said that we were using the Project Hello translations for this because it wouldn't make much sense if we were reading the Japanese.
Or
In
or
English,
sometimes reading the quote-unquote official translation. It might still not make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think the official translations would have been fine as well, but a lot of the older songs don't have
So
them.
shout outs to projecthello.com for having your translation up. Thank you for that. We had fun.
So yeah, if you guys want to suggest scenes or songs that we should do in our next episode, then just leave it in the
They
comments below.
have a lot of things that they have to comment. You
Yeah.
guys better make a list. Go back to the beginning of the
Yep.
episode, listen to it again, and just make an entire list. If you guys don't comment, then we will have to do more work, which kind of sucks.
And there is one other thing that you guys should probably also comment below, and it's a segment we're not doing yet, but we're planning to potentially work on, and that is the word challenge. The idea is simple, that you guys, the viewers, will suggest a word that we have to somehow subtly work into the following episode. So, like, say the word cabbage. We have to find a way to say that as naturally as possible and work that into the conversation during the next episode. And the first person to do so wins, and the person who fails to do so has to do a punishment game. No idea what that punishment game will be, but we can come up
Yeah,
with
there's
something.
time. And also, there's probably a veto power as well. When it comes to a time that it sounds like we're too forced, we can probably veto the other person, and we will keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just a little fun game that we might play, hopefully.
So what we need from you guys right now is a good word for the next episode. It can be English, but I think we can be open to Japanese as well.
Yeah, it can be any language, but
Don't give me Russian, because
yeah, it's going to be hard to pronounce that. But
what? Sorry, that's my Russian accent.
but yeah, I mean, I guess Spanish or French or stuff like that could work.
Nope, not for me.
As well. But you're Canadian, you can't
Hell
speak
no.
French. Okay, I think that actually wraps it up. So
Alright, so you guys have a lot of things to do. You got word challenges, you got... Let us know your thoughts on what you would do if you won the lottery. Or hey, would you rather
Yep.
have a week with your oshimen or have a lifetime of free passes to everything? Of course, if you are a potential sponsor, please let us know, because ching ching, I doubt that would be anything. And also ideas for any improv games. We had a lot of fun during this first episode of StD podcast, and I hope that you all had as much fun as we did making it. That is the important part. We are just two guys, two bros having fun in our little studio and trying to have fun, and hopefully you guys had fun listening to it as well. Please like our video and comment, let us know what you thought about it. Positive, negative, does not matter. And please, hey, let your friends know about it too. If you got friends who are into horror project, or they just got too much time and nothing to listen to, they can listen to our voices, and then they can let us know and let their friends know. Spread it out. That's what I want you guys to do. Please. Also subscribe for any future episodes. Episode 2 of StD podcast, it will be coming soon. We want to make this regular, weekly, bi-weekly, not sure yet. We'll see how things go. But if you guys follow and you guys give us good feedback, it would be awesome encouragement for us to keep going. It is our motivation and momentum. Of course, shout out to Cabbages for sponsoring our first episode. I just worked it in. I win. And also shout out to takamaluyo.net, because that is where we're from. Please go visit takamaluyo.net. And we each got our little page. I haven't updated for a really long time. I probably should.
Nor have I. So.
But hey, you should still go there. Also, you can follow our official Twitter, which is KonyaTKMR. And if there's an episode coming up, you will get to know it there first. So, this had been an excellent episode. Probably the best episode we've ever had with StD Podcast. The best and the worst, because it's the first. Please look forward to our episode 2. Dran, I would like to thank you for being a wonderful co-host.
I'm a host and a co-host.
Co-hosting host? I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it right now, but we're shaking hands. Yeah. Also, high five. Alright, and I hope you guys had fun. We will see you next StD.